Hi everyone, welcome back to another video review here on Jurassic Collectibles. You are of course joining me, Tom, today, and today we have got another brand new Mattel product for the Camp Cretaceous lineup. So this is the Feeding Frenzy Indominus Rex. This is a kind of more child-orientated item, quite similar to the Primal Pal Blue figure that we reviewed, as you can see. Very, very similar in terms of kind of style and coloration, but obviously the big difference is this is a Camp Cretaceous tie-in product. So you can see that beautiful logo there, looks very, very crisp and great, and some kind of Camp Cretaceous Netflix branding on the packaging as well. So you can see Indominus Rex Feeding Frenzy, kind of the play features where you can open the jaw with the tail and then put your finger in and it will bite it. The little kind of piece of flesh almost that this figure gets to chomp on. On the side, that gorgeous Camp Cretaceous logo again. And then on the back, kind of a better look at the play features of this figure. So you can see you push the tail down to open the mouth. You put the food in and it will then chomp down on it and the eye will light up. So a really, really cool kind of action feature. One that I'm sure will be popular with a lot of kids. And you can see there kind of a better look at the light up eye. So obviously Mattel really pushing the Camp Cretaceous tie-in with this one. Looks really good. The logo on all four sides. And some legal information on the bottom, as well as the ability to open this and remove its tags. So really, really gorgeous looking packaging. I do have to say I like how you can see the slightly weathered base. It really feels quite high quality. And I like that the backdrop, just like on kind of Bumpy, has got more of a look at the camp itself. That gets me very, very excited. So, second Indominus Rex toy that I have taken a look at here on Jurassic Collectibles. Let's open this one up and take a look at it. Okay, so here we have got the Feeding Frenzy Indominus Rex out of the packaging, and you can see that this is a great figure and one which is really, really unique in terms of its style and overall kind of appearance, very much akin to Primal Pal Blue, as I mentioned. If we move it out of the shop for a second, I do just want to take a look at this packaging. So I know we took a look at the packaging with Bumpy, but you can see here some kind of visitor centre almost that looks to be the way that the people can access the kind of tree huts that we are going to see in Camp Cretaceous. So quite cool, looks pretty good, really, really nice packaging overall, and I'm actually going to keep this. I don't usually, but I think this is quite unique, so I'm going to keep it to hand. So we have the Indominus itself, as you can see here, looking really, really nice. Some pretty decent paint applications. There are some problems, but we'll get into those. And we get this little kind of piece of meat for it. So you can see quite glossy paintwork on it, but looks good. Kind of red fleshy colours with white bone through. And you can see areas where the teeth can kind of like look into it, which is quite cool. And this might make for an interesting accessory for some of the other figures as well, actually. So pretty cool looking accessory there. If we bring the Indominus closer to the camera, you can see some great sculpt work on this figure to really capture the unique look of the Indominus Rex. So we have got the kind of crest, which looks pretty unique in itself, kind of all rubbery. As you can see there, I didn't know that was there, but there is a button just here, and if you press it, you can make the Indominus do sound effects. That is very, very cool. We have kind of got the quills, which are quite symbolic for the Indominus. The additional details on the roof of the head, kind of at the rear of the crest. These nice looking eyes. They look a lot better on camera. In person, they're a little bit grainy. Some nice shadowing for the nostril area. Looks really well painted. You can see kind of from that profile, looks pretty good, all said and done. Yeah, looking pretty decent. You can see the mouth quite nice and wide. Unfortunately, there is the unsightly kind of speaker just in the mouth there. But again, this is mainly a kids product, so I don't think kids are going to mind. Nice detailing for the gums and tongue. And then coming around to the other side, you can see very much the same profile. Now, in terms of articulation, this figure has got quite a decent amount. We have got twistable ankle joints here, swiveling legs, so you can kind of get it into more of a vertical pose, as you can see there, and then quite easy to kind of snap back down. And we can move the arms as well. So decent articulation for this one. You can see not a part of the Dino Facts app, but does have the Jurassic World logo on the base of the feet, and lots of nice texturing throughout. This kind of pebbly skin that we see on other renditions of the Indominus is present here as well. Now you can see those nails there, painted nicely, and all in all, it's a pretty cute, unique rendition of this dinosaur. So the main feature here is I can take either the piece of meat or my finger, press down here, and you can see it will chomp. And there's a couple of different sound effects. So you just tilt the tail, I think it is, to open it back up, and that is a spring system, so it locks back into place. And then if we were to put this in, for example, there you go. You can see that this is a really, really nice kind of little play feature that you have got on this version of the Indominus that works very, very well. Now, the idea, I imagine, is that you can kind of lock it into place a little bit on the teeth. So if I was to, say, hook that in there, then make it chomp down, it can kind of hold the piece of meat in place, but you don't really need the holes there. It kind of holds itself in place quite nicely anyway, which is cool. So, quite an interesting play gimmick with this one. Not really something that we've seen before. Something that works quite nicely though, and something which I'm sure kids will enjoy. So definitely very, very playable, just like Primal Pal Blue. And I do keep making reference to Primal Pal Blue, so I am going to bring her into frame. And as you can see, these two are pretty similar size-wise. The Indominus is a little bit chunkier, and so it doesn't really eat up as much space as Blue, but they're definitely kind of designed to be within the same sort of play range, so the same kind of product. So really, really cool to see another unique piece from Mattel. And this is what I like, so it doesn't necessarily appeal to us as creators, but it's encouraging kids to embrace with the Jurassic World brand, and it is making a future generation of fans. So with that all said, guys, I think that is going to wrap up my review for the Feeding Frenzy Indominus Rex. What do you think of this toy? Are you going to be picking it up for yourself or for your kids? Do let us know over on social media, because we won't have the comments on for this video, unfortunately. But I would love to hear from you on socials as to what you think of this figure. Thank you so much for checking out this review, guys. Take care and have a great week.